I really don't have enough time to watch anime anymore. I really, really wish that I did, because I miss those days when I could endlessly watch Naruto or watch the entire first season of a new anime just to procrastinate a paper. I mean, university was tough, and anime was a great outlet. I even wrote my thesis using several. I don't particularly have one genre that I stick to. I'll pretty much watch anything as long as it's good. So imagine my surprise when one of my favorite animes of all time ends up being a BL drama. We're talking about Given, based on the manga by Natsuki Kizu, and it follows an amateur rock band trying to make their big break. And it's actually pretty faithful to the entire experience. I mean, it's got those long practice hours and very little payoff. Given isn't your typical shounen-ai story. If you've ever read a BL manga or watched an anime, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They always have this rapey aspect to them, and that's definitely due to a cultural difference. Someone is always more passive, shy, and nurturing, because gender in Japanese society is still a huge factor. Like, in manga and anime, you have working parents that are always having difficulty with each other because that traditional role hasn't been assumed by the mother. So in BL manga, it forces a more effeminate role on a male character in a same-sex relationship. Does it make that whole iffy, weird, lack of consent thing okay? No. Not at all. But guess what? Given doesn't give in to that crap. This isn't a fujoshi fantasy. It technically may fall into the genre of shounen-ai, but it in no way feels like it. Nobody strips down, and nobody is shyly trying to say no. This isn't fan service throwing characters into carefully crafted romantic tropes. This is about real friendships, real relationships, real struggles. This is so much more grounded than your average anime. It's based in reality. This isn't just gay guys in a band. Given is an LGBT story about tragedy, but it isn't a tragedy. This is a positive story. A story about overcoming trauma and grief and guilt. You never forget. Believe me, you never do forget. But you do move forward. There's no proper way to process grief. Everybody grieves differently. But Given actually has a pretty decent handle on tackling mental health. The great thing is anybody can watch or read Given. It doesn't focus on that sappy, sweet romance aspect of most shonen-ai stories. It doesn't even focus on the LGBT aspects of the characters, or make it a huge plot point. It's presented as normal, well-rounded LGBT characters without tropes or stereotypes. It's something that both Eastern and Western media still struggle to do, but should strive to. Like Schitt's Creek. And now we have Given. I love both the normality of this story and the cultural distinction. It's so refreshing to see Japanese media approaching a same-sex relationship in such a straightforward manner. There is no shoving a message down your throat, or forcing an ideology on you. There's already this assumption that you are an open and accepting person. No lesson. It just is. The story for Mafuyu and Ue no Yama is definitely a slow burn. It's not one of those things where they jump into bed right away, like is pretty common in the genre. It's cute and sweet, with all the elements of teen awkwardness that you'd fully expect. It feels so genuine and honest, and not over-dramatic and tropey. It's natural, not contrived. The music is great, super catchy, but there are bits that are a little ridiculous, like Mafuyu's La La La's. It's a bit of a mood killer, and just plain funny, just saying. If you've ever read the manga, or any musical manga, you know that it's really hard to get a feel for the story and the music when you only have images and words on the page. So adapting this into an anime brings the story to a whole new level. Then again, the music is repetitive, which is normal for any musical anime. Songs are used over and over and over again until you're sick of it. But this anime is short enough that it doesn't quite happen. But again, this is a common problem in any musical anime or K or J dramas, like Shut Up Flower Boy Band. But I think everybody should watch or read Given. It's a slice-of-life, coming-of-age romance story about 4 friends on a journey of self-discovery as they work towards a common dream. You don't have to be a fan of shounen-ai to enjoy this story. You just need to be a living, breathing human being. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content.